Hey there guys, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be becoming America. That's right, America. First we have to start off as a small nation right next to Denmark usually, so you can be exiled much more quickly. So how it works is you colonize, and then you get invaded by Denmark, or only take your European territories, and you become an exiled nation. So enjoy the video guys. Firstly, I needed some political power so I can get much more advanced, so I rivaled war a nearby country. Once I was finished with that, all I had to do now was to wait. But while I was waiting, England was starting to invade land in Europe. I was a bit worried because if I go in America, that'll ruin his manpower and his trade, and he might stop me by invading me in Europe early, but the core was too expensive. But if he did,
I'm in danger!
Once my time came, I landed a colony in the Americas and asked Denmark to declare war on me for my European land so I can go exile.
Let's do this!
Now, of course, I asked Britain if I could go to America because, you know, I don't want to look like a rude guy. And then he said, go to Canada. And I was like,
yeah, no.
But I still wanted to ask because, you know, I didn't want to be rude. But like, you know. But I had a genius plan to this. Becoming a British vassal. So I can still get America and he can get like Canada or whatever. So like once I become more powerful enough, then I fight for my independence. Because my manpower would be double the large compared to Britain. Plus my navy would definitely knock him off. So it would be a waste of time fighting for me. So he would have to sign a white peace, which means like I'll be able to get my, well, freedom.
Sometimes my genius is, it's almost frightening.
But then England decided to leave, and well, this was the opportunity to get myself free. So I took it. So I immediately declared war, surrendered, but it'll only take my money, but not make me its vassal again, making me free. Also the Dutch, well at this time was Flanders, invaded Mexico, which means I could get an extra ally because it's nearby to me. Plus it was in Mexico and I cared about the America, not Mexico, so yeah, I was pretty cool with him taking it. Everything was seemed pretty cool in America until France decided to colonize in America. I know, why would they do this? Not even Canada, they just colonized in the middle of America.
Why would you do any of that?
He decided it would give me back the land for 500.
All for a little joke. I'm all for getting a little bit agitated, not scoring a few chances. That is daylight for robbery and I'm a victim.
Obviously I did not have that money, so he agreed on 360. It was still daylight robbery, but I could not fight back because, well, I'm a weak nation at this time. So if I did try to fight back, the French Navy and the French military would crush me. I don't remember what I exactly said to make it a bit more cheaper, but I've probably said somewhere between like, oh, it's just the taxes bringing it off a bit, so it's not exactly like 360. I don't remember, but it's still daylight robbery. Luckily, Flanders came to the rescue by loaning me nearly over 400 gold coins, but I would have to pay him back. But he still gave me enough money, which I was able to like actually, you know, dev land. Because I had the loan a couple of times to give France his money. I had 10 years to pay him back, which was enough time. After a while, and after the 10 years was up, I was able to repay him. At this point, Britain was in a war with Denmark, and I smelled blood in the water. If I could get the Netherlands to help me with this, I'll be able to get Canada and kick Britain out of the Americas. So I talked with the Netherlands and they agreed on it. All I had to do now was to set up my military.
Let's do this.
While I was in Canada, let's just say the Netherlands did not had a fun time. The Netherlands vassals were still able to, well, fight back and put on some serious damage against the British, but sadly failed. But in round 2, eventually the Dutch push off the English off their land. But now the next target was me, because the British had a big enough navy to back off the Dutch and they could not land invade for a while. I would have to fend off the British myself, all by myself.
Oh no!
Once the British landed in Canada, I had a rough idea what I could do. Now, to do this plan, I want to show you what I did. This part of the plan was very important.
When they approach, we run away.
That was not the only part of the plan, because I had enough money to afford a 10k mercenaries, which I would use to trick Britain to come in over here to quickly surprise attack him. Once I got it, he started to run away back to Canada, all the way at the tip of Canada, which he had a ship there, and I thought he blockaded it, but he didn't. While I was distracting the British, the Netherlands was able to do a surprise naval invasion of London.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah!
After a long brutal war, we finally did it. But then I had to invade Denmark because he colonized one of the territories in America, which I really needed, so I invaded him once he left. I thought it would be a quick, easy war, like 20 minutes, get enough war store and, return back to America. Also, if you're wondering what tile it was this light pink tile.
Lead. Let's go. In and out.
5 minutes.
It's adventure.
Note to self, I should have just asked the Netherlands for help. But anyways, he was about to leave and he was going to sell me all of his American territory. Well, most of his American territory, which I had to first loan and then I'll be able to afford it. With the Netherlands giving me the money back while I was buying the land, I was able to get all of his colonies. Before leaving, he gave me large amount of money and then he left. Without the Netherlands, this would not be a major powerhouse. So thank you to the Netherlands. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video off here. So if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe and notification bell, and I will see all of you guys later. Have a nice day, guys. See you later. Bye.